bring back the dinner rolls. You hate the biscuits. Well, if you hate the biscuits, it's because they're not making them right. They do come frozen now, and you heat them up in the oven, which we do here at the house, and they're pretty good, but I also know how to make them homemade the way the Colonel did. They not like us. They not like us. This is a Kentucky Fried Chicken recipe book that my uncle has sold since the 1950s. It's still available today. You can get a copy online. You can get it from eBay, or you could go to the Corbin Museum in Corbin, Kentucky, and buy a copy there. So, you want to know how to make their biscuits? You might have to flip the image. Uncle Harley made homemade biscuits for the Sanders Cafe before Kentucky Fried Chicken was a thing. But many people do remember in the early days of Kentucky Fried Chicken, they served the dinner rolls, which is still served at the Claudia Sanders Dinner House. Well, I got that recipe too. At least I think I do. It's Miss Harlan Sanders refrigerator rolls. I wouldn't mind having the rolls come back. I love rolls. I like the biscuits too. Those biscuits I had from the Central City location was the only good food I had from there this year. The biscuits were on point. The chicken was soggy, it was slimy, it was disgusting, and it had barely any flavor. Now they blamed it on the bucket. I tested that by cooking it at home, put it in the bucket. We filmed this on YouTube. The video is about 15 minutes long. We left it in the bucket for 10 minutes, which is how long it takes us to get from Central City back to our house, and the food was not soggy at all. What I find that makes the chicken soggy, slimy, and greasy is if they take old chicken and refry it, called flash frying. I have some family and friends that were in the food industry as well that worked for Applebee's and a few other restaurants who did flash fry things just to make them a little bit more crispy before serving if they didn't want to make the new stuff. Now, I'm not saying everybody does this, but there are some stores, it doesn't matter what restaurant it is, that cuts corners. So anyways, old chicken being refried. Or they don't have the oil hot enough and they go ahead and put the chicken in it before it's hot enough to fry it. This causes the slimy texture of the meat and for the breading to become soggy. As when the oil is hot enough and you drop the chicken in it, it immediately binds and it doesn't create sog. When it comes to the biscuits, if they are hard as a rock, for instance, they could be super old, they could be way too overdone, but it's my understanding that those are frozen biscuits and they just thaw them out, throw them in the oven, and they come out super flaky and delicious. I have no issues with those biscuits when they're made right. There's no way in this great state of Kentucky or anywhere else in the world that Kentucky Fried Chicken, with how big it is now, or any restaurant that is that big, can go back to making everything from scratch with the demand that is met, which is why the biscuits are frozen, which is why things come dehydrated. Things have changed to adapt to the demand. Otherwise, we would be sitting for 40 to 50 minutes for our meals. We're doing that today at some locations, and we shouldn't have to because of the things and the steps that were taken to make it faster with the same quality. But hey, if you want to make the biscuits and dinner rolls at home, pick you up this recipe book or go to my YouTube channel. You can find the book on there. Go to my Instagram page. You can find the book on there. Look it up. You can find the book online. Take you down a couple of these recipes and try them for yourself. Heck, you might be able to create something new out of one of my uncle's recipes by tweaking it a little bit.